Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen, and welcome to day 4 of our 28-day Pilates Bar Workout Challenge. Today's workout is going to be all about lower body strength and building endurance in our lower body. So we need our Pilates bar with the loops attached, set out over to the floor. Have your mat out, ready to work on, and today's workout will be all standing lower body work. So once you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. All right, so find yourself standing hip distance apart, arms are reaching down by your sides. We're just gonna begin with a little bit of mobility work. So I want you to bring your arms out to field goals position. Drop those shoulders back, open up those collarbones so they're smiling. And when you're ready, you're gonna drop your arms and your fingertips down to the floor and lift them up. Just getting a little bit of rotation in those shoulders, loosening them up for the work that is coming. Even though this is all about lower body, the upper body does a lot of work holding that Pilates bar. So want to make sure that that upper body is mobile and warmed up, ready to move. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. When the arms come back to that field goal position, we're going to close the arms towards the chest, open the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down, bring it back to center. Just keeping those abs and ribs connected, soft stance in those legs. Those legs are going to get ready to work in 5, 4, 3, last one, arms open wide, and go ahead, drop them to the side. I am going to turn and face you. I am going to take my right leg, I am going to reach it in front of me. Your hands can come to prayer, your hands can come to genie, your hands can be at your hips, whatever you choose. We're gonna go ahead, that left leg is behind us, right leg is down. I want you to go ahead, bend yourself down and take a knee. Now take a look at your knee. My knee is pushing over my first and second toe. So I wanna go ahead, walk this leg so the heel is underneath the knee. Now we are in our right position here for a lunge. So I want you to find your balance, draw those abdominals in, press that leg out, and come standing position. Hands come to prayer or genie, you're gonna drop it down and lift it up. Straighten the legs. Bend the legs and straighten. Bend and straighten. Use that breath. I exhale when I come down. Inhale when I come up, but remember, it's a tool, not a rule, so you choose what works for you. We have 3 for 2 and 1. Go ahead, stand it up. You're gonna walk that leg back to the center. And then now we're gonna take our right leg, send it back. We're gonna take our knee, we're gonna drop our knee. My knee is pushing over that first and second toe. I want to walk my toes out so the knee is behind my first and second toe. Curl those toes under, left, right leg behind you. Genie or prayer. When you're ready, you're going to lift it up and drop it down. Now you take your lunge as deep or as shallow as you need. You listen to your body. You do what works for you. Keep that gaze over the tip of your nose. We're going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand it up. Step that foot on in and shake it out. All right, we are going to begin picking up our Pilates bar. So go ahead, take that Pilates bar. You're gonna take those straps and you're gonna stick them onto the arches of your feet. Once you have that Pilates bar on the arches of your feet, you're gonna go ahead with an underhand grip. All right, so once you have that underhand grip, you're gonna extend your right leg forward, left leg is coming back. Now, what I want you to do first is I want you to drop down into that kneeling position. Move that foot forward. Once you're in the right position, stand yourself up. Now, release that foot just a little bit. We're gonna come into a bicep curl. We're gonna hold this bicep curl here, and once you're ready, we're gonna come into those lunges. We're gonna drop it down and lift it up. What you're gonna notice, we're staying on this same side. You're gonna notice that the bar wants to wiggle. So you're gonna try to keep that bar as stable as possible with your upper body and your core while you're lowering and lifting your legs. We have 4 more. For 3. For 2. Last one, when you lift it up, I want you to come halfway down. I want you to pulse it up and down for 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it on up, woo, and shake it out. Go ahead, give yourself a moment. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch the footing. So now my left foot is coming forward, my right foot is coming down. Let's set ourselves up for success. So let's drop the knee, bring that foot out in front. Make sure that your knee is behind that first and second toe. Go ahead, stand yourself up, you're in the right position. Bicep curl, watch those wrists that they're not breaking. Stable wrist. When you're ready, you're gonna drop it down and lift it up. Stabilize that bar, down and up. So lowering and lifting. You should definitely feel your heart rate coming up. Remember, you go as low or shallow as you need, stabilizing that bar. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. When you bring it up, you're gonna drop it halfway, little pulses for 10, 9, 8, control it. 3, 2, 1. Stand it on up and step it forward. Go ahead, shake it out for a moment. Relax those arms. All right, coming back to the center of your mat, make sure you have enough room. We are now going to take an overhand grip. Overhand grip, all same fingers on the same side as the bar, trying to keep those wrists stable. Please be mindful, if you have bad wrist, go ahead and genie the bar. It works just the same. So you choose where you like to be. So overhand grip. My right leg is going back. My left leg is coming forward. We're gonna watch that that knee doesn't go over those first and second toes. So first one here is you're gonna squat down. Adjust yourself, move your foot forward if you need to. You're down in that lunge, you're down in that, you're gonna reach the arms up, press it down, and stand it up. Again, whoo, lost my balance. Again, lunge it down, reach up, down, and stand. Lunge, reach, down, and up. Lunge it down. Lunge, overhead press, and bring it down. You're trying to fight that bar to stay straight over your head, using that core as you reach those arms up over the head. 3, 2, And last one, when you bring that arm down, straighten those legs and step it forward. Go ahead, shake out those legs. Woo! All right, going over to the other side. Left foot is coming in front, right foot is coming behind. Overhand grip on the bar, straighten the bar out. When you're ready, you're gonna come down into that lunge. So you're gonna drop it down. As you drop it down, you're reaching for an overhead press, pulling it down, standing it up. Double check your lunge if you need to. Reach it up. Drop it down. Overhead press, pull it down, stand it up. Great job. We got 5 more. I'm sorry I'm not looking. I'm spotting myself with my balance. 3 more. For 3, 2, last one, drop it down, reach it over, pull it down, woo, and stand it up. Go ahead, shake those legs out, and roll those shoulders. Okay, it's getting very hot in here, but that's okay. All right, so from here, we are gonna alternate right and left from side to side with the overhead press. So balancing our challenge just a little bit more. So you're staying with that overhand grip, shoulders are backing down. I'm gonna drop my right foot in front, back leg behind. You're gonna drop it down, reach it up. Pull it, stand it up, step forward. Right leg back. Drop it down, reach up, stand it up, bring it forward. So alternating from side to side, using that strength. Working on that balance. Take your time, it's not a rush. We got 4 more on each side. Gets a little bit easier the more you do it. Not really. For 3, 2 more on each side. Push through. It wouldn't be a challenge if it didn't challenge you. One more on each side. Bring it back to center. One more. Find your footing. Press it down and reach it up. Bring it on up and go ahead and shake it out for a moment. All right, so as you can tell, Pilates bar is a very, very challenging workout. I love the bar. I love all forms of Pilates. But if you really want to build strength, this Pilates bar is no joke. All right, so let's continue on. I'm gonna let you pick whatever leg you wanna pick. I'm gonna start with my right leg forward. Now I'm gonna take my hands and I'm gonna hold my hands in a genie sandwich. Now, the bar naturally wants to open up your hips. So you gotta use your core to keep this bar straight in the front of you. Now I want you to also close your hip and I want you to hinge over. This strap is gonna go slack. So I want you to keep the strap in the tension in the tension strap. Soft bend in the standing leg. You're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. Yes, that's all we're doing. We're lifting and lowering that leg. Bringing it up, dropping it down. Close the hips. I felt my hips open. Gaze is over the tip of your nose. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, can you hold it up? Just hold it up. Find that balance. Now, soft bend in that standing leg. Can you stand that standing leg up and drop it down? Stand it up and down. Take your time. Find your balance. Put your foot down on the floor if you have to. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, step it in and shake it out. All right, last set, I promise. We're going to the other side. Right leg is coming behind. My left leg is going to be my stabilizing leg. I'm rotating my bar, closing my hip to the wall in front of me. I'm going to point that toe. Soft bend in the standing leg. Hinge yourself over. Lift it up and drop it down. My gaze is about 45 degrees over my nose, looking straight out to the wall in front of me. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it. Soft bend in that standing leg. You're going to lower and lift. Can be small. Lower, lift. Challenging the balance. 4 more. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, step it on in. Go ahead, place that bar carefully down and take those straps off your feet. Great job. Go ahead, face sideways on your mat. We're gonna go ahead, reach those arms up towards the clouds. I want you to tuck your chin, drop those shoulders, draw those abs in as you roll yourself over vertebrae by vertebrae, coming down to the floor. You're gonna let your head hang long, your shoulders relax. And then from here, I want you to go ahead, walk yourself over towards your right side. Pull your nose towards your knee. Let's go ahead, walk the hands back to the center. Try to fold yourself in half just a little bit deeper. Let's go ahead and walk those hands over towards the left. Try to bring your nose towards your left knee. Go ahead, walk those hands back to the center one final time. I want you to take an inhale. Draw those abdominals in and slowly articulate yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, bringing those shoulders back and down, those hands back up to the clouds. Move your feet in just a little bit closer together, now hip distance apart. I want you to tuck the chin. I want you to roll yourself down, bend yourself in half. Sweep those arms up. Again, roll yourself down and sweep it up. Let's go for 4 more. Tuck the chin, bring yourself down and up. 2 more. And 1 more. Go ahead, bring those arms down by your sides. Roll those shoulders back. Roll those shoulders forward. And go ahead, relax your body. Thank you so much for joining me for day 3. I hope you enjoyed this workout. I hope you're sweating as much as I am. And please like, comment, and share. And until tomorrow, I'll meet you on the mat. Bye.